My name is Jennifer Blanchard. I am a native of Louisiana, currently residing in New Orleans, Louisiana. I am originally from Pearl River and grew up in the Honey Island Swamp area of Pearl River. Louisiana is not a part of who I am, it is who I am. I have a bachelor's in environmental biology and a master's in earth and environmental science from the University of New Orleans. I am a scientist. I'm not an economic professor from LSU claiming to be a scientist. I'm here to speak today to ask the Department of Natural Resources of Louisiana to please implement that an environmental impact statement be required. It's convenient that DAPL ETP Sunoco Phillips 66 pipeline has been broken down into sections that do not cross state boundaries to avoid this important process. The problem with the pipeline is that it decreases connectivity of species of conservation concern, including but not limited to the pallid sturgeon, the paddlefish, the alligator snapping turtle, and millions of migratory birds that use this as a flyway every year. The federal laws protect these species, and we expect our state agency to do their job. The pipeline transverses 700 acres of wetlands that are fragile ecosystems in southern Louisiana. It also includes the wild crawfish harvest area. And you want to talk about economy and jobs, let's talk about it. The commercial fisheries of Louisiana provide $2.4 billion annually to our state. The fisheries of Louisiana provide jobs to 1 in 70 people in this state. Commercial fisheries are quite a gamble to risk the jobs and livelihood of the 800 commercial crawfishers who harvest wild crawfish from this region. This doesn't include the money that comes from recreation or sportsmen who hunt in this area and fish this area. The second problem with this is the water quality. ETP is the second worst record of spills, and Sunoco the worst. The construction of ETP will alter the natural hydrology of the wetlands, possibly liberating hundreds of cubic feet of sediment into surrounding surface water, decreasing water quality and increasing turbidity, impacting wildlife, commercial fisheries, and posing a risk to the 300,000 residents who drink the water from this supply. The alteration also poses the well-known risk of increased flooding. It decreases the efficiency of the wetlands, and we know this because we know from August 2016 that this will pose a risk of homeland security and cost money to our Department of Defense, requiring personnel and federal funds to support rescue operations. The other problem is that there's no carbon emission analysis of the construction, transport, and use, the deforestation that will occur that removes the carbon sink. What about hurricanes? What are you going to do when one of those rolls through? This will violate Section 404 of the Clean Water Act. The problems with ETP and the spills, the permits, the existing compliance, is that they're out of compliance. And you want to talk about safest? Let's tell that to the people of Flint, Michigan. Let's tell that to Bayou corn sinkhole victims. Let's tell that to the people who are still trying to recover from the BP spill. Once this oil is liberated, there's an accident. You can't just go sweep it up. It's there, and these chemicals persist in our soils and sediment. We don't even know what type of oil is being released or being transferred in this pipeline. They said light and heavyweight crude oil. We've heard oil sands. Those are 3 different birds, people. Think about it. You want to talk about President Trump and his interest in jobs and economy in Louisiana? Let's talk about it. He had $15,000 to $50,000 in interest in ETP. He supposedly sold them, but we haven't seen his taxes, so we don't really know. Kelsey Ward